Good morning, everybody. Well, it's late morning. I'm fixing to do some mowing, but I'm going to try something out, something new. I don't know if you know, but some of you do, that I'm a heart attack survivor. I've got stents. I've even got an in-the-heart pacemaker. And I'm on meds. I think blood thinner too. Being the blood's thin, it causes heats to be hotter and colds to be colder. So I'm always trying to find ways to try to stay cool when I mow, because my mowing is like a 3-hour project. So I did half the yard yesterday, and the other half I'm fixing to do now. But I got this new device, this thing right here. Can you see the brand name on it? I can't remember whether it's that side or that side. Coolify S2 Pro. It's actually a little air conditioner you put on your neck. And it actually is cold. It blows cool air up from these vents, but these metal rings that are inside stay cold, almost ice cold. So it's like that if you're running on medium, which I'll run it on, you can get 4 hours. I'm gonna see how much I can get. The other feature it has is that if you need to run longer, you can hook up a power bank to it. Normally, some electronics you can't hook up a power bank to it and use it at the same time, but this one you can. Put my Crocodile Dundee hat on. Well, I don't know if it's Crocodile Dundee. Oh yeah, it heats. There's cool. Okay, now it's on. The neck thing is cold. It's on my neck and it's cold. It feels like a wet, cold towel around my neck. That's pretty neat. So we'll just go and see how we do. So let's go mow. Listen to some Def Leppard. Off and on. Every time I speak, it cuts out, because that's the way the AirPods do. Is it horse apple? There's a horse apple. I'm running up. What do y'all call it? Horse apple? I've always called it a horse apple. Be careful mowing over here. There's any stumps. There's a little stump right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a stump right there. You know that this was all grown over. I could not get anywhere close to it. I cleaned all this out with the tractor and the ratchet rig. Piled it up, and we pulled all that honeysuckle out. We had a big brush burn that day. Jump in and say something. My neck is stinging cold. This thing on my neck works. That's all I can say. My neck is cold. Can't really feel the fan as much blowing because, I got air blowing around me. jump in for a second. Who's still with me? If you are, thank you. If not, totally under. But if not, I guess you can't hear me say that, so I guess it doesn't matter. Still got a little ways to go, as you can probably tell. Okay, back to the time lapse. Now I gotta mow around these rocks. One day we're gonna get rid of these rocks. I don't know what day may need these rocks. We got some rocks. We got this rock to go around. Last pile. Here we go. A little history on the mowers on this farm. Started years before we became full-time here on the farm. I'd come up on a regular basis to mow, get things ready, and do stuff, clean up, and all that. At first, we had a snapper tractor. It only had like a 4 miles an hour speed. So it was taking me forever. So at that point, I started looking into a zero turn. So I came across Grasshopper brand. They're actually made here in Kansas. So I talked to the dealer, went up there. They got traded in the snapper tractor to trade in on that. And I got a Grasshopper 126 mid-mount side discharge. It was a good mower. I probably got 6 years. Then all of a sudden, the engine blew up. Literally, as I was mowing, made a noise, a little smoke, and burned up. So, had to call the dealer on that one. They came and got the mower, did some research, and they said they would, they'd work with me on a trade-in. That mower, that 126 Grasshopper, it had a regular seat that was bolted to it, right to it. And it was rough. It would beat me to a pulp. That was a mower I was using before my heart attack. I thought about it. So anyway, they worked the deal with me, and we traded in that mower for a 226 with a Kohler engine, which I like. With a Kohler engine, rear discharge, which I like, had springs on the front, still had a regular seat, but I fixed that later. Mid-mount, rear discharge, and it had 3 blades, one small blade in the center that would spread the grass. The rear discharge is nice. You don't have create any windrows or piles. It just kind of spreads it out behind you. Rear discharge doesn't cut it up as fine